What's up? It's DJ Wonder, Shade 45. This is Animal Status, and I got a guest with me tonight. Listen, you just hear the tag. Go ahead, hit him with the tag.
Hey, yeah, boy.
You know who it is. Drummer Boy, you're joining us again on Animal Status. How you doing?
Man, I'm blessed, man. It's a blessing to be here, man. What's happening?
I'm in my jail cell. You know, I go outside one hour a day for yard work, and then I go right back inside. I have bars on my windows, so that's what I do every single day. How about you?
Man, I'm in this lab, man. 1501. We in here with Erica Banks, you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing, man. We on this promo run. I just hit Dallas. We toured up. Crazy listening session and session with Hollywood Baby. We got another listening session with High C, DJ High C. We currently in the lab working, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even checked into the hotel room, man. I was like, man, got the call from Erica Banks, pulled right up.
Well, it's always better to be busy. We love being busy all the time. And
Back.
speaking of that, I got emails all about this brand new single called "Still Can't Believe It" featuring Derez Deshawn. You excited about this record? You think this is the one?
Man, I'm excited about this record, man. It's the number one record in Mix Show. I'm blessed, man. Shout out to all the fans, the followers, the supporters. It's just a blessing, man. We about to, hit ads soon. This will be my first record to hit the charts under my label, Drum Squad Records. I put a lot of hits on the charts for other labels and whatnot. I worked very hard to get the clearances, the radio rights, the video rights. You know what I mean? We world premiere, BT, Top Box, World Star, Street Team promo, digital marketing, everything that possibly you can imagine. We doing it. I'm touching each DJ hand in hand, face in face, regardless of COVID. We masked up. We taking very precise protocol behind staying safe.
Right.
And it's just a blessing to be able to get the support that I'm getting.
That's featuring Derez, and he's from Chicago. He had a song called Hardaway. People might know, might have heard him before. They played it on Shade 45. But also Scott Storch co-produced this with you. That's right.
Yeah, me and Scott Storch made the beat, man. That's him on the keys, going crazy. I did like 12 beats with Scott Storch. Shout out to Steve Lobel. Shout out to Scott Storch for the invite to the crib. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, we should cook up. I'm like, man, I would be fucking honored.
Yeah.
And I pulled up. I took my boy JaVale McGee with me. Shout out to JaVale McGee. You know what I'm saying? Keith Collins. It's just a blessing to just have a good team.
When I first heard the keys on there, the first thing I thought it was like Still Dre. It's like the classic Scott Storch sound. So
Exactly.
yeah, it's nice, man. Now I watched the behind the scenes. Actually, also you can check it out on YouTube. Just type it in, Drummer Boy. Still can't believe it behind the scenes. And then you're talking about might be getting on it or supposed to get on it or something. Is that still a possibility? Something like a remix or something like that?
That was a whole nother song that we did.
Oh,
So me and
as a
Derez,
separate
we
one.
did
Oh,
actually like 3 records.
okay, nice.
Quavo jumped on something else for my album, Drumma Boy and Friends. So we got him on another song. You know what I'm saying? I got Dolphin Gucci on the record. I got T.I. Ty Dolla $ign and Wiz Khalifa on the record. I got Ro James on the record. Mulatto on the record. Collision and Lil Got It. I mean, it's crazy, and I'm still getting calls like Luda. We working out something with Jeremiah, a couple other options. Like it's last minute.
Right.
You know what I mean? Fourth quarter crossover.
And you had talked about before, being safe and getting records in DJ's hands, whatever. We're in this quarantine lifestyle, which I don't like at all, but I guess it's our reality right now. How have you been able to keep inspiration? And when this first hit in, did you get in kind of like a funk or anything? Has there been points where you just don't feel like making beats that day, or how's it been for you?
Man, for real, that this is what we do. We produce by ourselves every day, all day. A lot of times we're around people, sometimes we're not around people. So I think for the most part I've been able to enhance and invest more in self while
Right.
I've been in COVID. You know what I mean? When you're around yourself, you realize what you need. When you're around yourself and only yourself, you have the thoughts and the space and freedom to actually think about your shit. Because, as a producer, you getting pulled here and getting pulled here. You working on this, working on this, working on this, which I'm going to always do. That's what I do, is make hits. But at some point, you got to realize, damn, all right, damn, let me write this book. Behind the hits on the way. Damn, okay, let me write this script. You know what I mean? Let me have this tuck. Damn, I forgot I ain't copyright that. Let me copyright this. Let me get out my business right. Okay, man, let me holler at my lawyer. Let me tighten up all of these. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times on the business end, there's a lot of loose ends that we don't always touch or we don't always water our relationships. I took the time to send my video to every contact in my phone. And some people like, man, I'm glad you hit me, man. I needed your number, man. Da 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 da. Woo, woo, woo. Bam, some more money.
Right.
You know what I mean? I hit this cat, bam, bump into another opportunity. Man, pull up. Hey, boy, I was needing your number. Ain't you in Houston? Hey, pull up. Eric, we in the studio right now with Erica Banks. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, water your relationships. A lot of times you'll have the context necessary, needed to accomplish all of your goals, but you forgot you put the man number in your phone.
That's right. Because we're constantly running around, so you've had time to kind of sit back, like you said, work on yourself. Now, how about reaching out to artists? Have they been more available or not as available during this time?
More available, no shows. Artists got to make money. So, okay, Drumma Boy working on the album now make more sense now because they see how hard I'm going. They see what I'm doing on radio. They see what I'm doing on campaigns. You know what I mean? So that's publishing. You know what I mean? Let me add my publishing. Okay, he can keep my name hot until I drop my album.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's a whole different ballgame.
What's the top movie you've seen during this time?
Black Cleanse. Yeah, all of his movies been popping up. You know what I'm saying? So of course you go back and do some research. Be like, damn, okay, I forgot he was in this, so I ain't watched this one. Let me go back support. It's crazy how much we overlook a lot of our great actors, our great artists, our great producers, our great everything. So many people that do so many different things great, and we don't even realize. We only see them when they become great, but they were great way before that. And they had a lot of great moments that they shared or maybe have published with the world. And you know, it's crazy that those blow up or get enhanced when that person passes or unfortunately dies. You know what I mean? But you know, I was able to go back and see a lot of his films that he had done, and was just in awe, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's how I feel about my beats, Drummer Boy. They're not gonna realize how great I was until I'm a rap. I'm out of here. You know what I mean? You feel that way too? Or you feel like you're getting your flowers right now?
I feel like I'm taking my flowers and kind of, taking advantage. That's one thing I've learned, and one thing from the point of what we were just talking about. Like sometimes you gotta just own it and speak up. Like a lot of people might not have known you make beats unless you say that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I forgot you make beats.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That and you say that, it's like, damn, okay, shit, send me some shit.
Right. Well, that's all.
Fuck who ain't fucking with you.
That's all I
Like
was trying to
focus on the
do.
people who is fucking with you.
I was just trying to get some work there, Drummer Boy. But thanks, you helped me out with that. Appreciate it. It worked.
Yeah, yeah, shit. Send me some shit. I'm gonna go through that shit.
Now you talked about you were with Hollywood Baby earlier doing some stuff, and you talk about just DJs in general. I saw this on your IG that you like to DJs like getting your records when they see it in their inbox because they know it's going to be mixed, mastered, and feel good. Now, is that like a lost art that most records don't have now? Things sound terrible when people are listening to them, or is yours just a step above what most people hear on a regular day?
I think specifically a lot of the newer music, you know what I'm saying, are cats that really don't have the budgets or don't have the money to mix records. And again, like I'm still the king of that too, cause like look at my dad was mixed. I mean, straight out the studio, unmixed on a mixtape, a MP3. You know what I mean? And that dropped on Back to the Bandos. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding around, I'm getting it. True Religion. A lot of the songs on that was just straight MP3s from the studio. No Hands, the original version of that was MP3 straight from the studio. But I think it's appreciated, especially when you playing somebody like Drake. You know what I mean? When you want your record to go number one, I don't know too many records that wasn't mixed that went number one, or was in like the hierarchy of spins. You know what I mean? Or even giving yourself that opportunity. You know what I mean? Once a DJ gets a record and that's mixed and mastered, they can take a chance. You know what I mean? And I think that's the consistency that I've given to DJs, that when they play a record, it sound good. Period. You know what I'm saying? The people want it. You know what I'm saying? The people move and they dance and you getting a reaction. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to play a record and you ain't get no reaction, but when the people is like having a moment to this record, every time we play this record, that's a different touch. It hit different.
Are you a dictator in the studio? You ever have to fire an engineer that didn't vibe with you or wasn't giving you the sound that you thought it needed?
Absolutely, man. It's been plenty, or the artist might have fired the engineer before I could even fire the engineer, just because it wasn't any, chemistry, it wasn't any vibes. And you know what I'm saying? If the artist can't record and cut the song, you have a problem.
Right.
Period. You know what I mean? And it might be technical issues. They can't get the microphone on, or the cord is having a shortage, or, you know, I can only hear my voice in one ear, or I mean, I've heard so many different complaints. And seeing an engineer who can fix that and really know his shit, that's the difference in somebody who maybe had went to school, or somebody who just picked up and just ran with it, you know what I'm saying? And they started getting jobs and whatnot in the trap world. But then it's like when you get to working with Beyonce, or even, you know, Keisha Cole or whoever, like, you know what I mean, you might not be able to keep up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like at some point you're going to get pushed to your limit. Understand that. And that's why I preach to so many producers about music theory, music appreciation, and understanding chords, progression, scales, take it to a different level. You know, so many presets and you know what I mean, VSTs and you know what I mean, stuff that's already like, you know what I'm saying, just MIDI files. You just drop in, play.
Right. You just
You know
read
what I mean?
you read my mind with that, because that's what I was going to ask you. Is there any VSTs or even actually any hardware that's coming out or has recently come out that you're excited about?
I'm always excited about native instruments, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm always like, I'm more of a like VST kind of guy. Output is doing some amazing shit. Omnisphere always holding it down. Nexus I still use. I just play around and just whatever sound good. You can give me any sound, any catalog, any drum kit. I'm gonna make something hot with that shit.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And that was always our challenge. You know what I'm saying? Especially coming from a real NPC gang. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. my big brother, Insane Wayne, Jazzy Faye, one of the friends of the family, Carlos Brody, Slice T. These are legends in the city of Memphis, and that's where I got the game from. And we you know, at some point, all of us never had like keyboards, or, you know what I'm saying? Like you might just have an SP 1200, and that's it. And that'll make you learn how to sample this and use this chord, and you know what I mean? Just the length that you got to go through to create your sound, coming from where we come from with hardware. I think that's a part of the cheat code with the evolution of technology today too, because I mix and blend the best of both worlds. That's why I always call my shit gumbo.
Yeah.
So he's got some digital shit going on. He's got some analog shit going on. Like we got a little mix and blend that is like, you know what I mean? We got real keys and progressions along with some samples and chops and all of this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Flipping, you know, different vibes and whatnot, different cultures, and always creating and pushing the limit for another genre. You know what I'm saying? Being one of the OGs of trap, I think that's always been kind of like crazy to me that I come from orchestra, but I helped pioneer a genre called trap. You know what I mean? So I'm always caught in between the two. Even like a record, Here I Am, producing that for Rick Ross. Like just showing you that I'm capable of something else. Scarface, Never. When I produced that, I was 18. You know what I mean? And just doing that record and having Texas behind me so early, man, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, man. Self-made for real.
Yeah.
Legend Talk 713.
I know that your music, when you walk into a club and you hear your song, that's an amazing feeling. I can imagine. Do you miss the clubs? Are the clubs a vital part of the drummer boy sound, and that we don't have them right now in a lot of states? Some states do, but a lot of states don't have them. How's that affected you?
It's crazy as you say that. I'm in Houston right now. I got 3 clubs tonight.
Oh
I'm
no!
at Seaside, I'm at Wildside, and I'm at Halo tonight. Last night we was in Dallas at DG's. Then we hit Ecstasy. You know what I mean? Shout out to the D, shout out to H-Town, man. I'm going to the cities that's still open. I told you we following protocol and handling our business, but I'm not taking no scares to stop my business, man. I got to get it done. #1 mix show record out. Still can't believe it. We mobbing out here, baby.
Where do you get your inspiration from now? Like just
Master P, man. You know what I'm saying? Birdman. Both of them is good friends of mine. It's crazy. Like I'm very cool with, you know what I'm saying, Birdman and Master P. And just the game that they consistently give me is always right on time, you know what I'm saying, and putting me in a position to, you know what I mean, conquer. You know what I mean? Like I get a lot of motivation from Puff, obviously on the marketing side. I get a lot of motivation from Dre on the mixing and quality of beat side. You know what I mean? And I get most of my motivation from Quincy Jones on the relationship side and being tied into the writers and songwriters and producer world. I think that's my biggest fan base is just producers. We've motivated at least 5 million plus people to make beats.
Yeah.
And inspired them to make beats. So it's definitely a blessing, man.
And so now it's your turn to be someone else's inspiration because you know why? I clicked on your link in your IG bio and I see the Drummer Boy Masterclass, man. What's that about?
Oh yeah, it's going down, man. The rap plug. Shout out to the rap plug. Check out the website. The link is in my bio at Drumma Boy Fresh on my Instagram, and it's basically some different tutorials that we're gonna show you on different song structure of beat, arrangement of beat, mixing and blending of boom and bass. Just different things that a lot of producers always tap in with me about. You know what I'm saying? What do I start with first? Am I start with a hi-hat or a clap or keys and whatnot. So I'm just gonna vibe with you and just break down some of the beats that I got. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm also dropping an exclusive drum kit. There's so many drum kits out there that you see Drumma Boy drum kit and this and that, but I've never officially dropped a drum kit. So this will be like my official first pack, man. So definitely, man, check out Rap Plug. Follow my Instagram at Drumma Boy Fresh, man. The link in the bio.
You're gonna tell people to how to not overmodulate the 808s because I can't stand hearing this anymore, man. Tell them to stop throwing the fake Drummer Boy drum kit into Fruity Loops and just putting the volume at full blast. Do you tell them about that modulation?
Yeah, no more. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit.
Right.
Bottom line, how about that? Like we got to be creative. I think one of the most creative producers out right now, if I had to go pound for pound, is gonna be Hit Boy.
Oh yeah, this has
You know
been
what I
this has
mean?
been a great time for Hit Boy, man. I gotta say this
Yeah,
whole
like, you know
first
what I
part of
mean?
this
For
year.
him to push the limit, you know what I mean? Take it to the next edge. Before that, it was 40.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like 40 got a lot of fucking hits under his belt. You know what I mean? And just the sound, what he's done for Canada. You know what I'm saying? When I produced Money to Blow for Drake, I remember so many different articles and seeing us right there next to each other. It's just crazy, like what we've both done. But I'm a fan of 40. I'm a fan of Hit Boy. I'm trying to think of some younger guys. Of course, Tay Keith. You know what I'm saying? He's killing it, doing his thing, but it's just fun. Like that's the motivation. Seeing young guys coming into the game is like, you know what I'm saying? You look at Jason Tatum and LeBron.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when they was, they showed a picture of LeBron when he first got in the NBA. Jason Tatum was like 12. You know what I'm saying? And then seeing them compete at the level of competition that they competing at now, you know what I'm saying? And just still having that relationship, man, like Tay Keith, my little bro, you know what I'm saying? London on the Track, that's my little bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's so many guys that I really tap in with and really fuck with. And even guys in my era like Zaytoven and Justice League, just all classic stand-up guys on and off the court.
All right, let's talk about the Drummer Boy and Friends album. Now, do we have a date yet, or we're still trying to figure out when that's going to be coming out?
We looking like December. We might be looking at January 2021.
Do you think
So
you
it's right there on the edge of December, top of December or January.
you think you have all the tracks? Or are you still looking for something else, or you think it's ready to go?
Nah, we got what we need, but we always, you know what I mean? Like I've seen it time and time again, just working on so many other albums. Jeezy said he was done with the Recession album when I came in. I wasn't even on the album, and I came in and gave him a 5-piece and ended up with 3 on the album.
Yeah, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Ambitions of a Hustler. I Put On, and Amazing. So it's like, you know what I mean?
So you never
You
know.
never know when you're done.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so we'll be looking out for that Drummer Boy and Friends, and you've already listed some of the people on there, so it's gonna be a banger for sure. Right now, Still Can't Believe It, featuring Derez Deshawn. That's out, co-produced by Scott Storch. Tell everybody to go check that one out. Anything else people should be looking out for?
Already, man, definitely look out for our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Drum Squad TV. Follow the YouTube channel, man. Subscribe. Drum Squad TV. A lot of content coming soon. We're doing listening sessions, city to city, and just showcasing a lot of the songs that I produced, as well as what I've been doing recently to just really, eye open people and give them that awareness, kind of like in the form of a playlist, like I used to do. Which people, every time I do a playlist or drop a playlist, people be like, "Damn, I didn't know you did that." Like I was dropping playlists before playlists even existed. Like I was doing the 2010 All-Star playlist, 4th of July playlist, New Year's Eve playlist. Like you just type in Drumma Boy playlist on live mixtapes and 50 or 60 tapes might pop up. You know what I mean? And that would be all songs produced by me just to showcase, our latest work, as well as, some of my classic hits.
All right.
So tap in, man.
This has been Animal Status. Drummer Boy, I got to go put out the fire over there. Thank you for being part of the Midnight Society. And and I appreciate you coming through, man. All right.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate y'all having me, man.
All right. Animal Status only on Shade 45.